Hey there. So welcome to this video in which I will test four instruments for you. I will show you, as requested, a few instruments that are from the semi-pro to the low medium master grade. So as we discussed, so I will start with the beginning of the medium semi-pro quality, and we will gradually move up to the master quality instrument. So here is what you can get for like the semi-pro quality. So we have the diabony for the tail, for the fingerboard, for the core of the peg. Then for the style of the head, you have something like this. So I will not check in detail all the wood and everything. So just to give you an idea, as discussed, we're not exactly sure what kind of instrument you will get. I'm not gonna check in deep detail every single part of the instrument. So here is what you can have in terms of sound. So here the instrument is not exactly perfectly balanced. The lower string is a little bit low. So it's like a 60-40% instead of 50-50 kind of. So it results as that when we play the double string, the lower string is a little bit lacking, a little bit missing, a little bit in the background kind of. But that's something that can happen. Even in the same price, the same range, we can have very good instrument and kind of more like not that good. So this one is a little bit on the medium. Not bad, but not good either, kind of in average. So let us check the next one. So now we are a little bit higher in price range. So we are in the high tier of the semi-pro, I would say. So here you can see that the wood is a little bit different. We start to get like this kind of like tiger striped wood for the side, which is quite beautiful. Same with like the background. We have this same decoration within the fiber of the wood kind of. The front is like that. So here we have a little bit more like of an orange color, and then for the horse head, the carving is a little bit stylized, but we don't have the white stripe, so actually the head is a little bit more on the simple side. What I can feel is that the neck is a little bit thinner, so usually that's good for classical playing, but the edge of the neck is very, very sharp, which is not super comfortable usually. So maybe it's good to have like to sand a little bit the edge so it's not as sharp, because here that's it's really, really sharp. Now for the sound. So well, that's for the kind of the eye range of the semi-pro. Here the sound is much sharper. We have like a very the sound between the two strings is much better balanced in that case. And as you could see, the wood quality of the box is definitely different. It's much better grade wood. So well, that's for the second one. Then now we start to enter the world of the master instruments. So this is the beginning of the master instrument. So here the color is a little bit more on the black, dark brown style. We have very nice decoration on the side here, like the thin line. It's on the back as well. So the how to say, the neck is a little bit more comfortable. The fingerboard is very thick, much thicker than the previous wood, maybe 1 millimeter or 1.5 millimeter thicker, I would say. It's very thick, which is quite cool, quite nice, and the horse head is much more detailed. The eyes are painted actually, so it's really look nice. And we have a nice carving for the mane. Trying to show you in the other side. So here we have a nice mane, nice decoration. Also we have like the chest that is also carved here, which is also looking pretty cool. So well, that's there is a little bit more attention on the detail, and making the sanding is a little bit better. But yeah, that's pretty okay. So let's see how this one sounds. So I hope, I think there is a little bit too much rosin. There is a little bit too much rosin. So I hope, and I guess you can hear the difference between the two previous one and that one. Now we start to have like this rich sound. It's very, I don't know, it has much more presence. The balance between the two strings is much better. I would say that this instrument tends to be a little bit on the bass rich side of instrument, because it's a little bit stuffy, the sound. It's lacking a little bit of brightness, but the sound is very mellow, very rich. If you play low, high, it's never gonna cringe. It's never really gonna hurt your ear. So definitely we start to be in another kind of side of the instrument. And now we can see another one, which is again a grade higher. So here you will see that the wood that is used is very good. The finish as well is very, very, very good. So the wood quality is super high here. The making, even the wood of the neck is super high quality compared to the previous one, which were a little bit more of a simple grade. Here you can see as well that there is a nice rounding on the box. It's not always the case like that. And then the carving of the horse head is much more well. I guess you can see there is much more work on the horse head. Here on this part there is added wood as well here that helps to keep the body here much stronger. So in the long term, this never gonna move. I mean, like with the ebony pegs and this little wood addition, the instrument is very, very solid. And the horse head is very pretty. The teeth and the tongue and everything is so well, and the mane is much more like organic. It's moving and so on. We also have the chest line, which is also great, and even this little part that's rounded. So there is much more work on the instrument here. So well, that's pretty cool. Only bemol I would say is that there is a one little piece of wood were added here. I don't know if you will be able to see. There is a line, so basically here the wood was too small, so they added one little piece of wood here, which is always a little bit unfortunate. But well, that's pretty cool. So let's see how it sounds because that's what matters the most. Well, I don't think I have to explain that much. I guess it's pretty obvious. The sound there, it's definitely different. It's much more like 360 grade. Like it's really like the sound is emerging from all around. So definitely better, but honestly, it's not. It could be better. It could be better than that. But it's definitely like I would say day and night compared to the previous instrument that we just saw. So it could it could have a little bit more clarity in the sound because it's also a little bit stuffy, just a little bit. But well, oh, actually, let me see something. pretty good. That could be a little bit better, but I think that over time it would grow. The instrument is probably a little bit stuffy because it's not played that much, so it's kind of like in a sleepy mood or something like that. So well, that's it for today's video. I hope that helps you get a little bit of a better idea between the semi-pro, the beginning of the semi-pro, the mid-range, the higher, the beginning of the master, and the medium quality master. So after that instrument, there is even more expensive instrument, the super high master grade, which I'm not gonna show because it's outside the budget that we talked about. But well, I hope that this video was helpful, and well, see you in the chat. Bye bye.